SHMACKEMAGOB, my friends. Hey, it's track by track time, and it's a donation from Kelly Rogers. And he wanted me to put, let me get it right here, Alice Cooper, Constrictor versus Raise Your Fist and Yell. Which one do I like better? Raise Your Fist and Yell. Now this one, you know, it's actually the first time I saw Alice Cooper. It was New Year's Eve of '86. And opening was Vinnie Vincent's Invasion. That's right. And I was all the way up front. And here Alice Cooper is sober. This is when, you know, he got sober and everything. But now let me tell you, man. I'm not saying he was high. But when they played Schools Out, 12 o'clock already happened. And he didn't say Happy New Year till like 3 minutes later. But when it turned 12 o'clock, the whole arena erupted. And I was close enough where his eyes were bloodshot. Now, let me just say, it could have been makeup got in his eyes. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't feeling well. I don't know. All I know is it was an awesome show, man. The Constrictor tour was fucking awesome. Now, this album, I haven't listened to in eons. I mean, with a couple tracks on here, like Teenage Frankenstein, World Needs Guts, I have it in my iPod Shuffle, but I don't put anything else on it. So I'm listening to this today. Oh, also, well, I'll talk about it later. There's another song I put in my iPod Shuffle. Now, there's an album that I just thought it was weak. So while studying, you know, the track by track, because this album I do listen to a lot. And, you know, like pretty much, yeah, this whole thing pretty much is in my iPod. But listening to this today, man, all these songs were like, man, other than 2 songs, wasn't that bad. I mean, still not great, but I was like, man, I don't remember these songs being as good as they are. So, let's do this, okay? I hope this shit's in order. I believe it is. Alright, so we got Teenage Frankenstein versus Freedom. Now, they're both awesome. But you know what? I'm going to give this one to Constrictor. I think Teenage Frankenstein's a better song. Freedom rocks, though. What a rockin' tune. But I'm giving that one to Constrictor. Alright, next is Give It Up versus Lock Me Up. If you don't like it, you can lock me up. I like it, but you know what? I'm going to give it a Give It Up. Because that whoa kind of ruins it for me. But it's still a great song. Take that out, and it probably would have beat Give It Up. Okay. Alright, then we got Thrill My Gorilla versus Give the Radio Back. Now, Thrill My Gorilla is the other song that is in my iPod Shuffle because it's so goofy. It's so dumb that it's awesome. It's kind of like Kiss Meets the Phantom. It's so fucking horrible, it rules. And I feel the same way about Thrill My Gorilla. And again, I can't believe this shit. I'm putting it over Give the Radio Back to the Maniac. And I'm not. I don't really hate that song. I kind of find it kind of fillerish. But holy mackerels. Constrictor got 3. And this so far has got 1. Alright, then we got Life and the Death of the Party, which is one of those songs that I heard today going, man, it's not as bad as I remember. But, you know, I still think it's filler, but not as bad as I remember. And that one's going against Step on You. I'm going with Step on You. Finally, Raise Your Fist and Yell gets one. Alright, then we got Simple Disobedience. Now that one, yeah, listening to it, I was like, yeah, this one's not good. I still feel that way about that one. It didn't impress me at all. Versus Not That Kind of Love, I dig it. I dig that song. Kind of heavy and kind of fast. Another one for Raise Your Fist and Yell. Now, that is the end of side 1 where Constrictor got 3 and Raise Your Fist and Yell got 2. I have a feeling Raise Your Fist and Yell is going to dominate side, because I think side 2 on Raise Your Fist and Yell is better than side 1. But we'll see. We'll see. Now I'm going to pick an album. I do that before we go into side 2 and the halfway mark. I pick a random album, talk about it, then go back into side 2. Alright, let's go down here. Alright, I hurt my wrist the other day, so it's kind of iffy here. Oh, Ted Nugent Predator. This one is okay. Tied Up in Love is pretty good. Who's that guy? He died. The singer of this band who went on to be in Bad Company. Brian Howe. You know what, to tell you the truth, this is not an album I revisit much. And I should. I should, kind of like Constrictor. But I don't remember hating it when I got it. I remember listening to it going, yeah, you know, it's alright. I mean, it's not classic Nugent. But I just remember the fucking single. Let me look. Oh yeah, I remember Thunder Thighs. That one I remember. But I got to give it another listen. So, don't really have much to talk about when it comes to that one. Alright, now we go into side 2. Which is The World Needs Guts versus Prince of Darkness. That's the toughest one because I love them both. You know, I had a band, a short-lived band called Thunderhammer. Didn't last long. We never even played a gig, but we did several rehearsals and we covered World Needs Guts. And I believe I do have that rehearsal on video somewhere. I gotta look for it. But we covered that song. It's a shame that band never, like, at least played a gig. And I'm giving it to World Needs Guts. Man, and I thought side 2 was going to be dominated by Raise Your Fist and Yell. But no. I'm giving another one to Constrictor. Alright, then we got Time to Kill. I love that one. Versus Trick Bag. Trick Bag. Something like that. I just heard it today and it was like, it was kind of hokey like Throw My Gorilla. But I'm going with Raise Your Fist and Yell. I think the domination has started. Will Constrictor get anything else on side 2? I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, then we got Crawlin', which is like whatever. And that one's going against Chop, 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 I'm an engine of destruction. I keep the city so clean. That song rules. Definitely giving that one to Raise Your Fist and Yell. Ah, and that puts it at a tie. So, we got 2 more songs left. And the next one's called The Great American Success Story. No. And that one's going against Gale. Gale is just a little tiny instrumental thing, but it gets heavy at the end. Very short, but very classic Alice Cooper. It sounds like the Coop of the 70s. You know, and it's morbid. It's just a morbid tune. So I'm giving that one a Raise Your Fist and Yell. Alright. Will the last song tie it, or will Raise Your Fist and Yell win? Well, the last song is Roses on White Lace versus He's Back, the Man Behind the Mask. Let me tell you something. Roses Behind White Lace is probably in my top 5 Alice Cooper songs. Best song on this album. It is fucking amazing. And he did it on the last tour. He was playing on the last tour. Now, He's Back, the Man Behind the Mask, that was his comeback song, and they had, you know, Friday the 13th, and they had the video and stuff. I hated it back then, and listening to it today, I still hate it. I know a lot of you like it, because timeline's everything. A lot of you, like, 80s nerds, 80s nerds, you know, discovered Alice at that time, but come on, man. Anybody from 70s Alice like that song? Old fuckers like me like The Man Behind the Mask. If you are, then you're a liar, like Paul Stanley of Kiff. Because I know that you know that I know that you know that you're lying. You know that song sucks. But I'll say, they did play it. The last time I saw Alice Cooper, they played it, and it was better than the actual studio version. I was like, man, song is good if you take out all that, you know, bum, 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 that 80s keyboard crap. But Roses on white lace is so awesome. So I'm giving it to that one. I don't know if I marked it yet. I think I did. Constrictor got 4. Yeah, I marked it right. Constrictor got 4, and this one got 6. So hey, what do you all think? If you were to put both these together, what would be your track listing? What your track by track listing? Put it in the comments below. And I want to thank Kelly Rogers. Thank you so much for the donation. I hope you liked the track by track he paid for. And hey, if you like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Chop, 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 schmack-a-ma-gob, yeah!